matchup. We've got the National League All-Stars and the American League All-Stars. It's the MLB on 2K Sports.
We'll get to see All-Star Baseball as the National League All-Stars will try and grab this one from the American League. Thank you for joining us, Major League Baseball, presented by 2K Sports, Thursday afternoon game. Over 45,000 at quick look. The starting pitcher, Zack Greinke. And as he gets going against the National League lineup, what's in store?
Well, it's a phenomenal lineup right here. That's why this outstanding right-hander is going to have to be on top of his game to be able to neutralize some of their big bats and get the outs he needs. He has to work ahead in the count or they'll make him pay.
Brought to you by Pepsi. Here's a chance to look at Charlie Manuel's lineup. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, there's not many players in baseball that when they're hot, they can absolutely carry a team single-handedly. Ryan Howard is one of those guys that he can do that for his club. He can hit the ball out of the ballpark anywhere in the stadium, and he hits tape measure shots to all fields. Let's watch some excitement out of him today.
It's Hanley Ramirez. He'll lead off.
National League All-Stars, shortstop, number 2, Hanley Ramirez.
And Greinke's pitch too low, taken for a ball. Here's the pitch. That's outside, ball 2.
We're going to get a chance to see that nasty sinker ball of his. That pitch has some serious bite and action at the end.
Well hit towards the middle. From his knees, got him. What a throw. That sinker, Steve, you were mentioning, it is such a great pitch. You get so many ground balls, and then you mix in a fastball, some off-speed stuff, pretty good stuff.
Well, that's the key, is his sinker is the go-to pitch. The hitter really has to focus on that pitch and then make adjustments to his other offerings.
And it's Chase Utley now.
Well, you talk about a no-nonsense guy. You will never see him smile on a baseball field. You'll never see him down on himself. He's a very even-keeled, laid-back guy, but there's an intensity that burns inside this guy. That's what makes Chase Utley one of the best in baseball.
And that one's down. That's the first hit we've seen. Chase Utley, one of those who may not get the leadership tag put on him by many, but if you are around him a lot, as his teammates are, he is one of their leaders by example.
He absolutely is, and he will say something if he has to. The problem is, a lot of guys just talk just to talk. He talks when it's necessary, and that's what makes him so special and so valuable in that clubhouse.
He delivers. Lined up the middle. He grabs it. There's one. And they get it. They turn 2. Well, that was a quick inning right there. 7 pitches. And we move on to the home half of the first. None on the mound, we'll see Danny Herron. He's starting for these NL All-Stars. John, as he faces these AL star hitters, what's he going to concentrate on?
Well, Dan Herron has established himself as a big workhorse in Major League Baseball. 200 innings the last 5 seasons. And what he does, he throws a fastball in the mid-90s. Every once in a while, he'll get it up into the high 90s.
Swung on, line softly toward the left side. And he's on. That's a nice way to jumpstart your offense. Now starting lineups brought to you by Pepsi. John, who are the picks?
Well, it takes a special player to play the position of shortstop, and it takes even a more special player to play as long as Derek Jeter has at that position and at this high a level. It just seems like every year he seems to get better and better and better. And you talk about the consummate team player, it doesn't matter where in the lineup he hits, he produces for you.
And Derek Jeter up.
Come up big here, Jeter.
Runner on first. There's a strike from Herron. Now 0-1.
Hitters have to have great balance and be prepared for the pitch away. If you open up even a little bit, you can't catch up to that four-seam fastball on the outside corner.
Ichiro's going to steal. And it's not in time, and he beats the throw. tried to get him to go after that cutter, but it's 1-2.
Well, I'm going out of the zone right now, Gary, trying to get him to chase something rather than giving him a good pitch to hit.
Derek Jeter will miss on that one, and that's strike 3.
That's his big out pitch, that splitter. With 2 strikes, it's the go-to pitch. He's sending him home.
With a runner on second, here's Joe Mauer.
Well, Joe Mauer established himself as one of the best players in all of baseball, not just the American League, in 2009 with the Twins.
Oh, he's going to try to steal third. And he's in there at third.
Well, 2 strikes, that's exactly where the pitcher wants to put the ball. But as a hitter, you have to try to fight it off and make contact.
And a ground ball, right. 1 and 2. They got both of them that time. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. First inning of baseball over. Big bats ready to make an appearance. Leading it off is Ryan Braun.
All-Stars, right fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Greinke with the delivery. And it's hit well off the bat of Braun. And it's through. Credit the base hit to Braun. And that'll bring Ryan Howard to the plate.
Well, a good start to this inning, but let's see if the guys behind him, after he starts out this inning with the single, can follow up and finish this inning off with some runs.
No one out and a runner on first. It's strike 1. Can't make contact on the fastball. Hit hard on the ground to short. And it's through. Credit Howard with a single.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steven, looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he took advantage of it.
And it's Raul Ibanez in the box now. Ball! That one's high. Greinke doesn't fool him. Cutter just off the black, and he falls behind 2-0.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
And that's a ball. 3-0. Dangerous hitter if he can swing away here.
Well, he's up in the count right here, 3-0, and you know he has the green light. As a hitter, you set middle in and try to get something in that zone to generate a run.
That's 1 away. And that will keep the runners. They have to stay at first and second.
Well, he gets the first out of the inning right there. Now let's see if he can continue to bear down, work his way out of this jam, and keep the score tied.
David Wright at the plate. The pitch. Takes that first pitch low in the strike zone. Strike 1.
He has great bite on this slider, throwing it down and into the hitter. Gets away with one, and he gets in for the strike.
And he leaves that one alone. Wright, patience, evens the count. Checks him at second. Has to dive back. He's in there, though. Catcher can't control it. Oh, big mistake. He's going for third. Now the 2-1 pitch. That one swung on and missed by Wright. That'll even it up. He's ready. 2-2 on the way. And Wright swings and misses. Strike 3.
Here's the slider coming right at you in K-Cam. Get a better look at that.
I think the pitcher had him fooled on this one all the way through, John. He wasn't expecting that outside corner delivery.
Well, he just pulled the string on that pitch, and that's good stuff right there.
2 down. Runners at first and second. Hit up the middle. So Zach Greinke. He's heading off. He's off to a commanding start. And it's time now to move to the bottom half of the second. Meat of the lineup coming to the plate. A fresh, gentle breeze and a terrific day for a game.
Number 25,
is Mark Teixeira now. He'll start the home half of the second. At the belt, Heron kicks and throws. This one's grounded hard up the middle. And Ramirez fields the ball. And that'll set down Teixeira. And Justin Morneau.
Well, you look at Justin Morneau, the stats every year, 30 homers, 100 RBI. But the thing you like about it is only 86 strikeouts. He puts the ball in play for a power guy.
Cutter misses badly, 1-0. You might think Morneau would be a first-round pick. Actually, third round. Oh, that's high. That came in '99 in the amateur draft.
Well, they saw something they like, and, you know, a lot of kids in Canada, they don't get to play a whole lot of games, so you don't know what you're going to get. Well, they got a great one in this one.
He watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike, 2-1. Now Heron sets up 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
Well, the backdoor breaking ball right there. They set up away and executed the pitch perfectly.
That swung on and grounded up the middle. And Ramirez fields the ball. And Morneau set down. Chance here with 2 down for Jason Bay. And Heron misses low that time.
He's not very aggressive on an 0-1 count, Gary, so I think as a pitcher you have to get in the zone right now. You don't want to go down at 2-0.
And that swung on and hit. Braun's going to play it. And that's out number 3. So Dan Heron gets him 3 up, 3 down. Good start for him. We'll go to the top of the third. Leading it off, Yadier Molina.
Catcher number 4, Yadier Molina.
Get him, Granky.
Greinke with the delivery. Sinker just missed, 1-0.
Wow, he had some good bite on that one right there, but the hitter wouldn't chase it.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. Cutter just misses, and he runs it to 3-0.
This cut fastball is a very effective pitch for this guy because it allows him to set up all of his other pitches.
Hot shot towards the hole. And out. Pitcher makes a nice play at first base.
That was a nice play. Saw the opportunity at first. Didn't waste any time getting over. That's the key. Beat the runner to the bag.
Good hustle off the mound. One out, nobody on. Mauer setting up. Low for a ball to Ramirez. And Greinke's pitch too low, taken for a ball. Ball 3. Hanley stays off that one. Real danger now of walking Ramirez.
The pitcher can't find the zone right here, but I'm still giving my hitter the green light. I think he has enough discipline to get a good pitch and try to drive it.
Good pitch at the knees. Battles back to work at full.
Some guys look for the walk on the 3-2 count. Some look for the base hit. This guy's going to be up there swinging.
Ramirez will foul that one away. That misses ball 4. That is a guy you do not want to put on base.
Well, you know, the pitcher's really tired right now, and you have to think that his confidence is a little bit shaken. That long at bat right there, he had a chance to put the hitter away, and now he has to go from the stretch to try to keep this inning.
He's running towards second. And he's in there at second base. The 1-0 now. That one fouled off by Utley. And Steve, you wonder here what he was thinking. Maybe a little too fine just because he had an opportunity to be ahead.
Well, that's what it was, trying to be a little too perfect on the corners. Be aggressive, work ahead in the count, but keep it in the ballpark.
Greinke with the delivery. There's a swing, fly ball down the line and left. This one towards Bay. That's the second out. So a runner in scoring position for Albert Pujols. First pitch to Pujols. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Greinke. 0-1.
Well, his timing is just off right now. He swung way late on that cutter.
Strike two. Now no balls, 2 strikes. Pujols needs to protect that strike zone.
Even with the late movement on the cut fastball, you don't want to throw it up in the zone because a hitter can fight it off and muscle it over the infielders.
And that gets down. Pujols picks up the base hit. And Ramirez is home.
Well, that pitch down and away is the toughest in the game to hit. A perfect pitch from the pitcher. Great piece of hitting.
And keep that in mind. Next time around, we'll see whether or not he changes up and how he throws to this guy. Runner on first now for Ryan Braun. Well, they've done themselves quite a job here. This is a nice push at this point of the ball game to get out in front.
Well, you have to credit this.
Ooh, and Pujols is going to steal. And he is out trying to take second. 1 run, 3rd inning. That'll break the scoreless tie. The National League on top, 1-0. Chance for you to see the expression of Charlie Manuel. Things have been going right for him. His ball club today, last half inning, they proved productive. Now they're looking to expand that lead. And here's Josh Hamilton leading it off. At the belt, Aaron kicks and throws. Ball. Too low on that one for a ball. 1-0.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
Here's the 1-0. Down and away for ball 2.
Well, like most hitters, when he's ahead in the count, he gets aggressive. That 2-0 count, he likes to hack. Got to be a little bit careful right here. Work to the corners.
Hit in the air to left center. This one to Victorino. And he gets over and pulls it in for the out.
The center fielder has a good angle to run this one down. He calls off the left fielder. Great catch.
And Michael Young up.
And if there's one thing that Michael Young would like to improve on in 2010, it's the fact that he only stole 8 stolen bases. This is a guy who can steal 15 to 20 bases and create runs with his legs. But again, he had some injuries. He only stole the 8 bases, but that will improve in 2010.
Danny Herron right where he wanted it to be. 0-2. Michael Young spent most of the 09 season in and around the top 10 batting average in the American League, finishing up at .322.
Well, yeah, I mean, every year you look at the final statistics, you can look for Michael Young to be in that top 10 in batting average. He's such a great disciplined hitter, and I love the fact that with 2 strikes, he will shorten up and take what the pitcher gives him and just hit a base hit to right field instead of trying to continue to hit the ball out of the ballpark.
On the ground, played by Pujols. And he steps on first. That's the second out.
Oh, he makes a nice play at first. Takes care of it himself. Goes over, touches the base.
2 outs and nobody on. And Herron's pitch out of the zone. Hill lays off for a strike.
Well, the hitter's got to regret that one. He missed his pitch right down the heart of the plate. 4-seam fastball. That hurts.
Hit sharply towards the hole. And right grabs that one. That's going to retire the side. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. We're through 3 here at the ball yard. Heart of the order due to bat next. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Cole. Leading it off is Ryan Braun, a tremendous hitter. And he starts Braun out. Shot back to first. And that one is in there, his second hit today. And that'll bring Ryan Howard to the plate.
Designated hitter.
Base hit his last time.
Ryan Howard.
A runner on first, no outs. Greinke with the delivery. Cut fastball, swung on and missed. 0-1.
Look, Gary, 0-1 count. I'm looking for him to come right back with that fastball.
On the way. Good eye by Ryan Howard. Lays off that one, and we're even. The 1-1 now. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's 2-1.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
And a swing and a hit. It's going to be Bay. And it falls in there. That's going to be a single.
What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence. Giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point.
No one out yet. Runners at first and second. First pitch on the way to Ibanez. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. That's one away. Runner on second's going to stay right there. One away.
Well, they're down already early in this game. They can't afford a big inning against them. That's a big first out. Now let's see what else you can do.
Unable to make contact. That one from Greinke. Here's the pitch. And he leaves that one alone. Right. Patience evens the count. The 1-1. A swing and a foul off to the right side. He deals. And he leaves that one alone. Right. Patience evens the count. At the belt, here's the 2-2 pitch. 2-2, a slider. That misses. 3-2.
Now, Gary, this is a breaking ball down and away, and it just runs off the plate for a ball this time.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he missed ball 4. That's going to load the bases.
Well, the hardest thing to do when you have an at-bat that lasts this long is sometimes you have a tendency to be impatient and chase one. Give the hitter a lot of credit. It was a close pitch, but he laid off of it to earn that walk.
The first pitch. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike.
They throw the sinker ball to get the ground ball out. He got the called strike right there. If they swing, he's going to get his share of ground balls.
And that one is struck. Hamilton to field. And it's through. Victorino, he's got the ribby. And Howard scores as well. And he's on board. Credit him with 2 RBIs on the base hit.
But what an absolutely great job of hitting right there. That pitch down and in, bearing in on him, and he fought it off to get that big base hit.
1 out with runners at first and second. First delivery to Molina. Horrible pitch, but he went after it. It's a strike. Here's a spin and a throw back to second. Much too close for the runner's concern. He's back in there, though. That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. Line drive out of play down the right side. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Greinke winds up for the 1-2 pitch. Oh my, that one came inside and plucked him.
I know he didn't want to do that. That's going to load things up now.
Hanley, Ramirez.
Three on and one out. The pitch hit sharply towards the hole. And there's the RBI. Ramirez picks up the hit. And Victorino also in. So that's going to bring in two.
Second baseman, number 26, Chase Utley.
They need to get an out right now. I mean, this offense just has kept the pressure on them. They need to regroup and get an out.
And Chase Utley will be looking to drive something in here. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it. This ball is hammered deep right. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. And Molina comes home.
Okay, the defense needs to stop right now. They need to put up an out here. This offense just has been relentless this inning.
First pitch to Pujols. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And it gets down as Ramirez will come home. He throws. And Utley comes with him to the plate. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a two-run double. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
So a runner in scoring position for Ryan Braun. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. From his knees, he got him. What a play. Steve, here we go. This is a terrific stop at the hot corner.
Well, the ball's hit sharply, but he's able to get his glove on it and then scramble to his feet, quickly set those feet, and fire a strike across the field.
And Josh Beckett is the pitcher. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one.
If your pitcher's already hit a batter or two, you've got to take him out of the game.
And now Howard gets set. Now a swing and a shot toward second.
Well, a big two-out hit right there. That's his third hit of the game so far. This man's doing what he has to do to help his team win.
Beckett kicks and throws. Swings and misses at the curve. 0-1.
Well, that's just textbook pitching right there. Exactly where you want to put the breaking ball. Either keep it down at the knees or even bounce it in the dirt if you have to get the hitter to swing over top of it. That's what he did there. Great pitch.
Comes set, now the 1-1. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Gets another one down. That'll score a run. Howard going towards third.
Now coming to bat.
You have to like the aggressiveness on the bases here. Good piece of hitting, but they're going first to third. You take the extra base. Those are the little things that lead to victory.
Now Mauer positions himself. Hit hard to second. And Howard comes in to score.
Now this one's coming to the inside part of the plate, but he manages to put the bat on the ball and drive it to right field.
We call that a muscle hit, Steve. He just muscled that to the opposite field.
Now, how do you know it's a muscle hit? Muscles?
Take a look at these.
Oh, guns.
2 men on and 2 men out. First pitch to Victorino. And that's in for a strike. And Beckett can't get him to swing at that low pitch.
One thing we know is he's not going to take a borderline pitch at 1-1. He likes to swing the bat, so I'm not giving him anything too fine and see if I can't get him to hit into an easy out.
And it remains 1-2. One-two pitch coming. And he struck him out, and mercifully the side is at long last retired. Well, it's a battered and bruised pitcher you're looking at. That half inning is over, but it took its toll. The National Leaguers lead it 10-0. The top of the order is due up next. Joe Girardi caught there, and a tough 3 outs and a long 3 outs by his standards. That's a devastating blow for his ball club. The offense still not there, and it's Ichiro to lead us off. He's 1 for 1 so far. At the belt, Heron kicks and throws. Low for ball 1.
Gary, they just have not been able to mount any offense here today. I mean, 1 hit into the 4th inning, and obviously they haven't scored any runs, so they're going to have to change their approach at the plate.
And misses below the knees, ball 2.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out. That 2-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
The 2-0 pitch, a fastball taken for a strike.
Listen, he's not one to get too fancy. 2-1 count. He's going to come with a fastball. I'm betting on it.
And he's behind now, 3-1.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
And that puts the leadoff man on, ball 4.
That's not how he wanted to start this inning, Gary. He's going to be pitching a world of trouble if he can't find his control.
That brings up Derek Jeter. Runner on first. First pitch to Jeter. And a strike. Heron catches him looking.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black. Get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
And it's fouled off. Grounded up the middle. Up with it now. Gets one at second. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play.
They get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten 2 right there.
And Mauer ready for the first pitch. And Heron misses low that time.
Way to be patient up there.
Ready with a 1-0. And he looks at a slider that's in there, 1-1.
Well, that's a great choice of pitches right there. Not much the hitter can do with that. Just try to spoil it and maybe go after the next one.
Here it comes. Strike 2 with a swing and a miss on a fastball.
Boy, he's got great movement on that 2-seamer. It's one of the best around.
And he leaves that one alone. Joe Mauer, patience. That'll even the count.
Well, what a great pitch right there to set the hitter up. Keeps that ball down in the strike zone. Just close enough to let the hitter think of it, but just down enough to where if he swung, he couldn't do anything with it.
Mauer, bat ready. Here it comes. And that'll put Mauer on first base.
Boy, after all that effort, seeing all those pitches, you had a good feeling that the hitter was at the advantage, and he was right there, finally getting that big hit.
2-1, and here comes Mark Teixeira.
So an MVP-type season in 2009 for Mark Teixeira. A lot of people were questioning.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. Bounces up against the wall. And the throw. Jeter's trying for the plate. And Jeter comes home. Mark Teixeira, not only the bat, but his job at first base. He solidified the infield and had an 09 season to remember.
Well, you can talk to anyone in baseball that played in the American League, and especially players on the Yankees, and they said that the World Series would not have been won if Mark Teixeira weren't their first baseman. He saved so many runs for that pitching staff, and that gives him confidence to not be afraid to throw it over the plate.
Runners at second and third, only one away. Now Morneau is ready. Swung on, hit. It's going to be to Victorino. And it gets through. Morneau knocking in the run. The throw, safe. Too late to make the play at home. He's across. Two-run single on that one. One out, runner on at first. At the belt, Heron kicks and throws. First pitch way out of the zone, ball one.
Now, Gary, they've scored 3 runs here right now in this inning, and obviously slowly, methodically working themselves back into this ballgame.
Ooh, no bend on that bender, and it's 2-0.
Now, 2-0 count. He's been very patient so far, and his tendency is to continue that approach. I think he thinks this guy just can't throw strikes.
Bay taking that one. It's in there. Now Heron sets up 2-1. Strike, and it's even now at 2.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black. Get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
And yet another hit there, seeing the ball well. There's the throw. And safe at third with plenty of time.
Well, the pitcher's got to be thinking to himself, what do I have to do to get an out? That's now 4 straight hits he's given up.
Hamilton gets set. Here's the delivery. And swing and a miss on Heron's pitch. Count goes to 0-1.
4th inning of this game, and right now he's finding himself over 20 pitches here. And that is eating away.
Swing liner back up the middle. That one falls. Morneau coming home. Bay trying for third.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
And Michael Young up. Nice to get production, but sometimes it comes when you're pretty well under the bellwether.
Gary, that last at bat's exactly what the doctor ordered. You can't hit a 5-run homer. Take what they give you, take advantage of the opportunities, and slowly get yourself back into the game.
Here's the 0-1 from Heron. Swung on and missed. Behind now, 0-2. And Steve, the best part of this for them is they've still got plenty of innings to go with.
Well, that's right, and they've got momentum on their side now as well. The bats are starting to heat up. Let's see if they can do some more talking here.
The 1-2 on its way. Young makes contact, fouled off. At the belt, Heron kicks and throws. And he leaves that one alone. Michael Young with good patience, evening the count.
Now picking up 4 big runs in an inning, that goes a long way to cutting the deficit and getting you back into a ball game.
Well, even if he doesn't get a hit here in this at-bat, the fact that he's making the pitcher work, 2-2 count, enables everyone around him in the dugout to see every pitch he's throwing, because he's throwing the kitchen sink trying to get this strikeout. He just fouled off that low pitch.
Kicks, throws to Young, hit up the middle. With that, they'll hold the runners at first and second.
What a great snag right there to get the out. Tremendous athletic play.
It's going to be Ted Lilly on the mound. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one.
Well, this wasn't the type of start the pitcher wanted, or the manager wanted, or his team wanted. Now they've got to see if the bullpen can do a little bit better.
Ball 1.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
Lilly with a 1-0 delivery. And that misses as well. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he takes a strike, 2-1.
Now, this 2-1 count. He likes to swing the bat. He tends not to take that borderline pitch. So if you can make a good pitch, you got a chance to get him right here.
That misses. 3 balls and a strike.
Well, this is your dream when you're in the on-deck circle before you go into the batter's box. If you can get the count to 3-1 and in your favor, you know you have the upper hand.
Oh, that is hit well off the bat of Hill. And Ibanez is there. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. Big offensive inning. 5 base hits and 4 runs. The National League leads it 10-4. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And it's Molina at the plate. And here's the first one. He watches the first pitch. That ends up in the zone. Strike 1.
Well, he just fooled the hitter right here. He was thinking hard. He got soft, and with great break on that curveball, he couldn't touch it.
Gets in front, stopped it. It's in the dirt. Now Mauer positions himself. Well hit towards the middle. Jeter plays that one. And so Molina retired. And Hanley Ramirez to bat. He had a 2-run single in his last appearance.
Well, big production in this ball game, already driving in a couple runs, and a major factor in this offense.
One out, nobody on. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. He makes contact. Line drive. Jeter able to pull that one in. And a shot here for Chase Utley with 2 down. Not an RBI double this last time. There's one that's in there, called strike.
I agree. The only way you're going to get back into this ball game is if you get your hitters back in the dugout. You know, 2 outs here with nobody on, and at least maybe some momentum starting to shift.
To deep right center. And that's the 3rd out. Hamilton grabs it. And so Josh Beckett gets him 1, 2, 3. On now to the bottom of the 5th inning. And it's Ichiro to lead us off.
Number 51, Ichiro.
First pitch on the way to Ichiro. That one hit well. Victorino's there. And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now. That brings up Derek Jeter.
Well, this guy's always a threat to go. He steals a lot of bases, so they're going to have to keep a close eye on him. And maybe they'll make a mistake to the hitter, paying attention to the runner.
First pitch to Jeter. Swing and a liner to right center. And that gets down, putting Jeter on with a base hit.
A perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Lilly with the pitch. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike 1.
Boy, that's some kind of fastball down in the zone right there. The hitter has to be ready for it, or he's got no chance to hit it.
Called strike, and it's 0-2.
Well, he just fooled the hitter right here. He was thinking hard. He got soft, and with great break on that curveball, he couldn't touch it.
Still 0-2. And he watches ball one. Hut shot towards the hole. And Ichiro comes in.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it. Get a good part of the bat on the ball and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. Fresh count on to Sherritt. Here it comes. And Lilly's pitch. That's going to be looked at for his strike, and the count goes to 0-1.
The pitcher really rearing back and throwing. He's got everything working now, commanding the strike zone with that fastball.
Gets another one down. That'll score a run.
They're just teeing off right now. 4 straight hits, and clearly this offense is locked in.
It's going to be Morneau. Well, it's a little action. Look, it's headed in the right direction. It's just a long road to hoe.
We just saw a good piece of hitting right there. I mean, down as many runs as they were. He's
back up the middle. And that hit will bring the tying run to the plate. And the throw. And Mauer scores.
Well, this is unbelievable. I mean, this guy's completely lost it out there now. They've strung together 5 consecutive hits against him. Clearly, he's run out of gas.
Runners at the corners with no one out. Lilly with the pitch. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. That's one. And there's 2, a double play. And they bring him home.
Beautiful looking double play right there. A pitcher's best friend.
That shortens the inning, shortens the number of pitches that have to be thrown. It's all about defense. Two out, space is empty. Hamilton gets set. Here's the delivery. Look out. That one ran in and got him.
Well, that fastball had teeth on it. It just took a bite out of that guy.
That will bring Michael Young to the plate.
Well, Gary, as we saw that hitter get hit with the pitch right there, it's just a mechanical issue. He'll get that ironed out a little bit, but I don't think...
He's running. And he is safe. Just beating that throw. Safe. He gets in there. That one is swung on and missed by Young. It'll even it up. And now we'll see if he can regroup here, get control of that pitch again, see how willing he is to throw it again right away. On the ground to second. Picked up by Pujols. He's out at first base. Nice play on the cover.
That's a well-executed play right there, Gary. Hustled over, got to first base, and touched the bag.
Thought he might have had a strikeout there, but he's involved in the out anyway. Big offensive inning, 5 base hits and 4 runs. The National League leads at 10-8. Things will start getting a little more difficult. Third man in the lineup coming up. None other than Charlie Manuel. He knows all too well that the inning on the mound that they just had cannot happen again if they're going to try and win this ball game. Now it's up to the offense. And Pujols in the box. He doubled home a couple in his last at bat.
Well, that's 3 RBIs, a major part of why they're winning right now, Gary.
First pitch on the way. Swing, and that one hit Hamilton. And it gets down. A 3-for-4 game. Good hitting job. That will bring Ryan Braun to the plate.
Well, you're talking about a guy who's swinging a pretty hot bat right now. His 3rd hit of this ball game, and it comes with nobody out in the inning.
And he starts Braun out. Beckett couldn't find the strike zone that time.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. One, because it gets ground ball outs, but two, it sets up his other pitches.
Swing and a drive, deep left center. One away.
Well, this ball is headed to the gap, but the left fielder got a good jump on it, able to run it down and make the play.
And that'll give Ryan Howard the chance with a runner on.
Well, Ryan Howard again put up another huge season in 2009. 279 batting average, the home runs, the RBIs, and the fact that his defense was so much better, it makes him look toward 2010 for another MVP season.
0-1 count as that started off with a strike. Ryan Howard cutting back on the weight department, 10 or 15 pounds going into 09. He wanted to drop another 5 or 10 for the season, maybe make himself a little more flexible, and we'll see if that adds to the speed game.
Well, I know he stole the 8 bases in 2009, and he caught a lot of people by surprise. But if he loses maybe a little more weight, like you said, maybe he will steal some more bases. But what it does, though, it makes him more agile.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it's in there. He continues to get on base. That's hit number 4 in this game. Gets in there in time. He is safe at third.
But you talk about a guy that's just wearing out the opposition. That's a 4-hit day for him. He is locked in.
Runners at first and third, one away. First pitch on the way to Ibanez. Down the left field line. This one towards Bay. Pujols is going to try and score here.
He's got a shot of getting out of this now. Big time out. Now he's got 2 down. He's only 1 out away from working out of this jam.
2 men on, 2 men out. Swung on, a fly ball heading towards the corner and right. And that will retire the side, caught by Ichiro. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. Top half of the 6th inning now in the books. We move to the home half. Bottom part of the order will get their chance offensively. It's Aaron Hill to lead it off. Playing his 6th year at the majors.
Number 2, Aaron Hill.
Here's the pitch to Hill. And a swing and a miss on Lily's pitch, 0-1.
Well, it's tough to do any damage when you throw a slider down in the strike zone, and that's exactly what he did right there. Got the hitter to swing through it.
Good arm action. Circle change, swung out and missed. 0-2.
He likes to try to make contact 0-2 and not get struck out, so that means you can't throw anything too close to the plate right here.
Good cutter there, but it's 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. Fielded by Ramirez. And so Hill retired.
Shortstop makes a nice play right here, Gary. Good feet at that position. Gets the easy out at first.
Base is empty, 1 out. Lilly with the pitch. Called strike in the inner half, 0-1.
Well, outstanding movement on the cut fastball, but he left it out over the heart of the plate. He got away with one right there.
That's a foul ball. This one's grounded hard up the middle. Fielded by Ramirez. And that'll sit down Ichiro.
Number 2.
And Derek Jeter up. Try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Base is empty and 2 down. And Molina spotting the pitch. Ball. The pitch from Lilly, too high for a ball.
Well, good movement on the cutter there, but he's got to get the ball down to the zone. He can get hurt with hitters throwing it up there.
Line towards second. And that'll retire the side. Caught by Utley. No scoring here, ending this half inning. 7th inning of baseball coming up. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Leading it off, Shane Victorino. A couple of RBIs thus far.
Now driven in multiple runs in this one, Gary, and obviously a major part of why they're ahead.
First pitch to Victorino. Smash towards the middle. Jeter plays that one. So Victorino is retired. And it's Molina at the plate. One out, nobody on. At the belt, Beckett kicks, throws. This is popped down the right field line. Should be room. Now it's 2 down.
This one's hit high enough that the right fielder was able to get into foul territory, know where the wall is, and make the catch. Nice job.
And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. And Beckett can't get him to swing at that low pitch.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Well, how about that? Only needed 4 pitches to set down the guys. Tremendous. 7th inning stretch time on 2K Sports. Things will start getting a little more difficult as we look to the 3rd man to lead it off. And Joe Mauer to bat.
Well, it's always nice to have a defensive replacement coming off the bench and holding a lead or holding a deficit and giving yourself a chance to win. Now he needs to come up with a big play.
And a swing and a miss on Lily's pitch. 0-1.
Here in the 7th inning right now, nobody out. This is the time to get things going. You're down 2 runs. Make up the ground right now. Don't wait. You know, the pressure mounts. Plus, you get late in the game, you're going to see their best reliever coming in. This is the time to do it.
Swung on and fouled away. And he leaves that one alone. Joe Mauer, patience. That'll even the count. Here's the delivery. Swing and a foul straight back. The 2-2 pitch. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. That gets down. The tying run coming up.
Well, you would like to see him done it on the first pitch, get that base hit. But if it took a while, it doesn't matter if you're the hitter. As long as that base hit gets put in the column, he is rewarded, and he deserves it.
Runner on first base, nobody out. Fresh count on to Sheriff. Here it comes. Good pitch as he's late on that one. 0-1. That one goes foul. And he catches Teixeira looking strike 3. He'll head him back to the dugout.
Well, just a great sequence of pitches right there, and it only took him 3.
Boy, that's about as fine a job on the mound as you can get. It is Justin Morneau. One down, runner at first. Lilly with the pitch. First pitch is a cut fastball, high. 1-0.
One out right here, up by 2 in the inning. You want to limit base runners and make plays. Try to eliminate the lead runner, but get outs if you can.
Swung on, hit. It's going to be to Victorino. 2 away.
Now up to the plate for the American League All-Stars.
Now Jason Bay.
44, Jason Bay.
2 outs and a man on first. Bay gets set. Here's the first pitch. Ball is swung on, hit a long way, going way back, still going back. Over the wall, a two-run home run. This two-run homer ties the game up. Clutch piece of hitting. Two-run score on the long ball. That graph tells us the story. We look at our Pepsi WPA graph.
You want to talk about coming through for your team in a critical situation. Perfect example of it right there.
You know, sometimes you get a feeling in a game, Steve, that things like this are going to happen, and you had the sense this was coming.
Well, it's not over yet, but this has been some kind of battle between these two clubs. Boy, you have to credit this offense. They've been relentless getting themselves back into this game. They've tied it up, and now, if they ride this momentum, they can take the lead.
Hamilton watches it low for a ball. Well, we talk about clutch homers. These go into the game-tying home runs late in a ball game. You just saw one.
Well, it builds confidence for the offense. It takes a chunk of confidence out of the pitching staff.
Cordero with the windup, and he's on. That's the go-ahead run.
You have 2 outs in the inning. Your job is to get on base any way you can. Now they have the go-ahead run on base.
And here's Michael Young. Runner on first, 2 away. The pitch. Swings and misses. The sinker, 0-1.
It's always important to get that first strike in there late in the game in critical situations.
Swing. Hits that one. It's going to be Pence. That one's grabbed. Side retired. They come up with 2 runs to pull even. And this game is tied. And welcome to those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. Chase Utley leading it off. Drove in a run earlier in the game. First pitch on the way to Utley. Beckett couldn't find the strike zone that time.
He took a look at ball 1, and I think right now his tendency is to not swing at this pitch either. I think you've got to throw him a strike right here.
The 1-0 delivery, a curveball taken for a strike.
But Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
He baffled him with a curveball, 1-2.
Well, that's just textbook pitching right there. Exactly where you want to put the breaking ball. Either keep it down at the knees or even bounce it in the dirt if you have to get the hitter to swing over top of it. That's what he did there. Great pitch.
Curveball got him 1 away.
Let's see the pitch of the K-Cam. It was a 12-6 curve.
A breaking ball right there gets him to swing. You can see that back leg kind of jelly bitten a little bit.
He really used the off-speed pitches during that at-bat to get it over with. Nobody on base, 1 away. First pitch to Pujols. Took something off, and it swung on and missed, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Beckett. And Pujols watches that one go by. Count is even.
When you throw a 2-seam fastball, you want a ground ball, which means you want to throw it to the bottom of the zone.
Up the middle. It gets through. Go ahead run on base.
Well, they just can't figure out a way to get this guy out. That's now 4 hits for him in this game.
Now Hunter Pence. Runner at first with 1 down. That's at the knees for a called strike.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
He delivers. Strike 2 there. No balls, 2 strikes. Hunter Pence, look out for the K. got a swing on that one, but comes up empty. Hunter Pence gone.
It seemed like he made it easy. 3 pitches, big strikeout.
Can't get rid of a guy any quicker than that. Only took 3 and he's gone. And it's Ryan Howard at the plate. And now Howard gets set. Swung on, a fly ball down the left field line. Into the corner, likely extra bases. Pujols is going to try and score here. And he comes in to score, and they have snatched that lead. Now a moment to check out the 2-bagger and the difference it makes on our Pepsi WPA graph.
And that is hit number 5 in this ball game for him. Have a day, young man.
One of the more underrated hitters, Raul Ibanez, is coming up in a tough situation here. Let's see if he can deliver.
Steve, I think from a manager's perspective, he's got to be all smiles over there with this offense producing at this point of the game.
Well, they were given an opening, and they took it. And now they have a lead late in the game.
A 1-1 pitch, and he watches that curve for strike 2. Steve, we'll keep an eye on the bullpen. We'll expect to see that closer getting up and getting ready to come into the ball game.
Well, that's right, but you want to give your closers some insurance. Give them some margin for error. So look for this guy to try to come up with a big hit to tack on to this lead.
There's a swing towards the hole. That one right through the defense. A base hit. And Howard comes in to score. And, Steve, this one turns into a nice 1-run RBI.
You leave a pitch up in the zone like that, hitters are going to hammer it. That's what happened. Run scored and another runner on base.
And we'll get to see Joe Nathan pitching. He's been brought in to take over for the AL All-Stars. And he gets into the NL Stars lineup, John. What's he going to try and do?
Well, when you look at Joe Nathan, you wouldn't assume that he'd be a dominating closer. Most of them are nasty, gnarly-looking guys. But this guy, besides Mariano Rivera, is one of the best closers in baseball over the last 6 years. He has a great fastball, mid to upper 90s, and a slider that will put you away and buckle the knees of righties.
Andrew Bailey's going to be pitching. He's been brought in to take over for the AL All-Stars. Oh, 0-1. Bailey kicks and throws. Shane Victorino. He was not fooled by that one. That'll even it up. Here's the delivery towards the middle. Jeter. And he'll step on the bag. That'll do it. They pick up 2-3 hits, strand a man. The National Leaguers lead it 12-10. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. It's Aaron Hill to lead it off. Grounded out his last time up. And Heath Bell is the pitcher as they make the pitching swap.
There's so many pitchers come in the game and they're afraid to throw their fastball unless they're throwing it at 98 to 100 miles an hour. Well, Heath Bell is not that type. He is going to challenge you with fast.
Ground ball up the middle. Utley fields it. And so Hill retired. It will be Jason Marquis doing the pitching as the NL All-Stars turn to him in relief. Steve, what's the focus here against this American League lineup?
Well, watch Jason Marquis out of the mound. There's nothing really overpowering about him. He relies upon that sinker to try to get ground ball outs. When he works ahead, he'll go to a cut fastball or slider and occasionally show you a curveball and changeup. But the sinker's his key pitch.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Time for Ichiro to protect a bit.
I think down by 2 runs right here now, Gary. I think that you've really got to look at trying to get some big hits. You need that clutch.
Hard grounded to short. Fielded by Ramirez. And that'll sit down Ichiro. And here's Derek Jeter. 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch to Jeter. Called strike from Marquis. Count 0-1.
It's 2 outs here in the 8th right now. I think defensively you've got to be looking to make a play. Get the out, get your team back in the dugout. And you don't want doubles.
There's a swing and a liner. That gets down. That'll put him on the tying run up.
Well, late in the game and you're behind by a few runs, you're going to need base runners, and a 2-out base hit right here. This team needs to string a few more together if they want to try to tie this one up.
It's Joe Mauer. And Mauer ready for the first pitch. Sinker misses badly. 1-0.
I think he's going to be taken here as well. He's going to try to force the pitcher to throw strikes, and you better do it because you don't want to fall behind 2-0.
Marquis' pitch taken for a strike. 1-1.
Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead.
Oh, Jeter trying to steal. And he's in there at second base. Marquis with a windup. Catcher can't control it. So they can't make the play.
But Gary, to make the error right there, you just don't want to do that. It's just not good baseball.
And he holds off of the change, and it's full.
Well, a lot of guys would swing at that pitch right there, that changeup down in the strike zone, but the hitter luckily stayed off that one.
Well hit towards the middle, and that ball gets through, and the runner's going to come home.
The patience and tenacity paid off right there. The ability to stay alive in an at-bat, they gave him a chance and gave his team a chance to get that run, and that's what he did with that big RBI.
Let's see what the RBI means for their win chances. Our Pepsi WPA graph. And Francisco Rodriguez gets ready to throw as the NL All-Stars turn to him in relief.
Well, going to the bullpen right here, that's his chess move. Let's see if it's checkmate.
Fresh count on to Sherritt. Here it comes. Called strike from Rodriguez. Count is 0-1.
Well, each inning taking advantage of the opportunities before them, and you have to really credit this offense. This is when you have a deep lineup. When multiple innings, you can find ways to score runs. Now they're just one away.
Yes, he did. No hesitation on that call either. And this is inside. That got him pretty good.
That fastball just gets away from him. Oh, that hurts. Ouch.
Now Morneau is ready. Called strike from Rodriguez. Count is 0-1.
2 outs here in the 8th inning right now. I think from the defensive perspective, they need to make a play behind.
Line shot into center field. And it gets down. That's hit number 3 on the ball game and 5 at bat. And it's tied up. The tying run crosses the plate.
Well, they need a big out right here, Jeremy. They're giving up some runs in this inning. They need to get outs right now, just again to show that they can get them.
Now Jason Bay. Bay gets set. Here's the first pitch. They set up away. Cutter misses. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 from Rodriguez. Cutter low. 2-0. Well, with 3 balls, Jason Bay pretty much can decide what he wants to do with this next pitch.
This cut fastball is a very effective pitch for this guy because it allows him to set up all of his other pitches.
Now here's a grounder towards the hole. And they will tag him out, and the side is retired. They pick up 2-3 hits, strand a man. And we are all tied up. End of the order, ready to do some work at the plate. A look there at the skipper, Joe Girardi. And at this point, every move is critical. He hasn't got any margin for error. Leading it off, Yadier Molina. Bailey with a delivery. First pitch is a cutter. Looked at 0-1.
Well, that cut fastball away. It looks like it's coming down the heart of the plate. Runs to the outside corner. It tends to turn into a pop-up.
That's a strike, and that'll be 0-2. Yadier Molina will move in and guard the plate now.
Well, he throws his cut.
There's a swing and a line drive. Gets down. The go-ahead runs on base. Boy, I don't know on that count, Steve. Number one, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where he was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
No one out and a runner on first. And here's the first one. Starts him off with a cut fastball inside. 1-0. Bailey with a delivery. And that catches the outer half for a strike.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black. Get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
Grabs it. One. Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs on to it.
Second baseman, number 26, Chase Utley.
Well, sometimes the pitcher can do everything he can to record an out. He put this pitch right where he wanted it. The batter very lucky just to get a piece of the bat on the ball, but he's able with the speed to beat it out.
Speed pitch is in there for a called strike. Here's the pitch. Chase Utley not fooled by that pitch. Count is even. The 1-1 now. Takes a swing at that fastball. Doesn't get to it. 1-2. 1-2 pitch coming. And they pitch out. Nobody's moving. Cutter just about frozen, but it's full now.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
And here's the 3-2. Swing, and that one hit Hamilton. That one gets down for a base hit.
Well, you wonder he had the energy to run to first base after seeing that many pitches, fouling off pitches, taking tough pitches, but he did. Well, thank goodness he only had to run 90 feet, because I'd imagine he was pretty tired.
Now the opportunity, Albert Pujols. Runners on first and second with one out. First pitch to Pujols. It's taken for a ball. Bottom dropped out on that Bailey pitch.
This cut fastball is a very effective pitch for this guy because it allows him to set up all of his other pitches.
On the way. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0. There's a swing and a drive. Deep right field. Ichiro will field. Ramirez is headed for third.
Well, that's a huge out right there. Now with two down, they've got a legitimate chance of getting out of this inning with the game still tied. Well, we're going to take a look here, see if they try to steal the runner from first base. Have some speed over there. We'll see if they try to get two in scoring position.
First pitch on the way to Pence. Oh, Hill on top of that one. And he'll step on the bag. That'll do it. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Well, folks, we made it halfway through this 9th inning. Last half, regulation coming up. And a look there at Charlie Manuel. Very tight game here in the 9th inning. He's doing everything he can to make sure they do not lose this game. They need extra innings to win it.
Josh Hamilton at the plate right now in this big situation, looking to get the job done.
Bottom half of the last inning, and you got to believe if you're standing there at the plate, you're thinking about ending it right here.
Well, you know, there's clutch hitting, but there's also clutch pitching. The pitcher understands he has to get this guy out.
Here's the 1-0. This one is popped up to the left side out of play. Pitch on the way. Blow it outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And Ibanez is there. And he's able to put it away.
Well, he just got under this one. A left fielder able to make an easy catch.
Michael Young at the plate. 1 out, nobody on. First delivery to Young. On the ground, played by Pujols. And he steps on first. That's the 2nd out. It's Hill at the plate. He bounced out his last time. 2 out, space is empty. And Rodriguez misses outside, taken for a ball.
Well, he had the right idea in mind, trying to get that.
This one's grounded hard up the middle. Played by Utley. Throws on to first. Side is retired. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. On to extra innings. Joe Girardi with a look. He knows his team can win this ball game. Extra innings, adding the pressure here.
Well, Ryan Howard has that unbelievable power. You see the fans just sitting on the edge of their seats waiting to see what's going to happen.
Top half of this extra inning with a batter who could be the go-ahead and maybe the winning run.
Now this is going to be an all-out war right here, Gary. Both guys going to bring their best stuff.
Swing and a shot to third. And he can't pull it in.
He just continues to absolutely scald the ball. 6 hits in this one.
Raul Ibanez.
Zimmerman is going to come in and pinch run.
Well, they needed a little extra speed out there to cover the bases, potentially steal a base. Let's see if this added speed pays off.
That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. Pauses, and now the 1-0. In there at the letters, evening the count at 1-1. Slider in the dirt. Good block. And he's back easily. Made a dive to get in. Now the 2-1. Hit in the air to center field. And that's a base hit. Ibanez on board. Zimmerman is heading home. And he scores. And the tie is broken. They take the lead. So now the Pepsi WPA graph will show us the difference that run batted in made.
Well, extra innings, you need somebody to step up and win it. That's a clutch at bat right there. Nothing like now putting pressure on the other team, daring them to come back in their bottom half of the inning.
And doing the pitching, it'll be Mariano Rivera as they make the pitching. Lined right at the second baseman. That's 1 out. Back to first, not in time. Not quick enough on the relay.
Well, they get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten 2 right there.
And batting is Shane Victorino. One out, man on first. First pitch to Victorino. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, purpose pitch right there. He gets the strike on it, goes up and in, and it opens up the entire strike zone now.
0-1. Rivera kicks and delivers. Swing and a rocket toward short. And Victorino's got himself a single.
At the plate.
Well, he gets a letter high pitch, a good pitch to hit, and he takes advantage of it. Nice job.
Hitting from behind is not an easy thing to do in this game, but a little easier when the pitch is up there.
You throw it over the plate like that, it's going to cost you.
Here's Brian McCann. And they are presented again with an opportunity. One out with runners at first and second. Here's a swing, a fly ball deep down the line and right. 2 away. 2 down now. No advance in that runner at second.
Well, this is why you swing the outfielders around to right field. That's where his strength is. That's where he hits it. That's where he did hit it. It's an out.
Two down. Runners at first and second. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. This one swung on, hit down the line and right. Ichiro will field. And he's there to retire the side. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. Time to move on now. Bottom of the 10th inning. The National League on top 13-12. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk.
This is quite a showdown we've got here, Gary. And this is a tough guy at the plate with Ichiro. He can get on in so many different ways.
In extra innings, bottom half here if they don't. Swung on and hit. Ibanez to field. And he's got it. And Derek Jeter up. 2 hits, 5 trips to the plate for him. Bases empty with 1 away. Rodriguez with the delivery. Looks at a first pitch curveball in there for a called strike. Here's the pitch. Right, able to corral that. That retires Jeter.
Well, Gary, you know, he's settling into a groove right here. And that's 6 in a row that he's set down.
And Mauer ready for the first pitch. Called strike from Rodriguez. Count is 0-1.
Oh, he likes to throw a lot of changeups when he's ahead in the count. So as a hitter, you got to be aware of it.
And that's a strike. Mauer now will cover that plate with that big bat.
Fans are on their feet right now. They know 2 strikes on the hitter. They need to keep this thing going.
And he leaves that one alone. Joe Mauer, patience. That'll even the count.
He likes to swing 2-2. He gets that defensive 2-strike approach. He's going to try to put it in play. Let's see if he can make a pitcher's pitch.
Mauer, bat ready. Here it comes. Full count pitch by Rodriguez.
Well, that's a gutsy pitch right here. You get this deep in the at-bat and you throw something off speed. Could be a good pitch, but it could be very risky also.
Lays off that one, misses, ball 4.
Well, you just saw a great deal of plate discipline right there on the hitter. Maybe a little fatigue on the pitcher's part. They're not used to throwing that many pitches in one at-bat, but the hitter wins it and gets that base on balls.
A runner on first with 2 outs. Fresh count on to Sheriff. Here it comes. Check to swing, but it's in there. 0-1. Rodriguez with the delivery. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Teixeira now will cut that swing down.
Fans are on their feet right now. They know 2 strikes on the hitter. They need to keep this thing going.
And a fly ball could be the last out. And he's on the potential winning run. Get ready.
Well, he's having a heck of a day so far. It's his third hit of the game in this one. They just can't seem to find an answer for him.
Bartlett is going to come in and run here.
When you're looking to try to get something going, to manufacture runs, bringing in a guy who can run can be absolutely critical and beneficial.
Now Morneau is ready. Curveball, that's in the dirt for a ball. Here's the 1-0 from Rodriguez. On the outside corner, 1-1.
Oh, it's a quality fastball right there, just pounding the strike zone down and away. He had no chance to put that one in play.
Line towards second, and it gets down. This one rolls through to the wall. A throw headed home. Here we go. Tagged at home, and he is out of there. Well, they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. We'll move on to inning number 11, and we are tied up.
Well, a lot riding on Chase Utley's bat right here. He hits lefties, he hits righties, he hits just about anybody. You can see the determination in his face.
Top half of this extra inning, and this is where these battles between hitters and pitchers become very intense.
If you talk to both of these managers, Gary, they'd say, I want this pitcher on the mound, and the other would say, I want this hitter at the plate.
Rivera with a delivery. Line drive. That's foul towards first. Here's the pitch. And with 2 strikes on him now, Utley needs to protect, just make contact.
I think the hitter was looking for something out over the plate that he could drive. They pounded a fastball down and in for a strike.
Swing and lined up the middle. And that is in there, the go-ahead run on base.
It doesn't matter who's on the mound or what they're throwing. These guys can hit it. They are just together, building confidence and whacking at it.
Now the opportunity, Albert Pujols. Runner on first. First pitch to Pujols. Taken for a ball. Rivera's delivery.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Ready with a 1-0. Hit sharply towards the hole. It's 1 and 2. A double play. Around the horn they go, and they rack up a couple of outs.
That's a pitcher's best friend, but also a manager's best friend as they get the double play. They got a great showdown right here. Young Hunter Pence going to show what he's made of in a critical situation, Gary.
Top half of the inning here in extras, and here's a guy who could put this ball game away.
Gary, this one's big. Whenever a pitcher faces off with one of the most dangerous hitters in the game, the stakes are raised. Let's see how they handle it.
Here's the pitch. Strike 2 there. No balls, 2 strikes. Hunter Pence, look out for the K.
Can you say ground ball? That's what that sinker down to the zone is meant to do.
Tried to get him to follow the sinker, but it's 1 and 2. Struck him out, so they'll go to work, see if they can't win it in the bottom half. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. To the bottom of the 11th we go.
For the American League All-Stars, left fielder, number 44.
They get set. Here's the first pitch. Line drive. And there we go, the winning run on base.
But just what his team needed. He continues to swing a great bat. 3 hits from now in this ball game, and he's on with no outs.
A runner on first, no outs. Rodriguez with the delivery. Cutter just misses. 1-0.
Well, this is not what you expected when you brought your closer into this game. Laboring right now.
There's a swing. Line drive center field. And that gets down. Hamilton on it first.
With this big base hit, Gary, they have a chance now to win this ball game. The winning run on base. Now they need somebody else to step up right here and try to get it done.
And here's Michael Young. He has a chance to end this thing right here.
Well, a medium deep fly ball is all it's going to take right now to end this game.
Oh, and they take off trying to get extra bases. Here's the throw to the plate. And they win it. Game-winning run is across.
Well, the hometown fans going home in celebratory fashion, Gary, as they win this one in the final inning, getting it done in an unbelievable game.
Time now to honor the Pepsi Clutch performer.
You know, the big thing you look at as you're making out your lineup as a manager is where the tough outs are. And today, those tough outs were with this hitter. He's a consummate professional hitter. He always throws a good at-bat out there, and that's why he's our Pepsi Clutch performer.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
This is Gary Thorne with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. Hope you had a great time, as good as we did. Then you're all set. See you next time.